Welcome back, soldier. Never have I been so heartened to see a young buck stand before me, eager to learn, to please, and to adhere to my stringent and often sexually liberating orders. I must apologise for last week. Grandpapa DRB took the reins, but worry not, for I am back in the driving seat and shall guide you with the steely determination of a man so sure of himself even Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and all of the saints could not derail his steadfast journey to greatness. I'm DRBC007, and you're joining me for another battlefield bootcamp. Often in life you may find that a bump in the road can spell... For dinner? Oh, go on then. Beef bourguignon with a side of dauphinoise potatoes. Yes, I know it takes a long time. But why did you ask me then? Well, instead of arguing with me, why don't you get back in the kitchen and start cooking? Often in life you may find that a bump in the road can spell disaster, can push you to the nth degree, scream to the gods old and new, or cry in the shower with a bottle of corked wine, lamenting lost loves and loves that'll never be. However, gloriously there is a way. When that bump in the road appears, a scummy vagabond that won't budge darts in front of your path, an elderly know-it-all that curses you on the bus starts to rant, you can say ta-ta and blow them to pieces with the smoky, nostril-singeing satisfaction that only dynamite-y destruction can bring. So are you ready to become a master destroyer? An explosive executioner? Or do you just love the way you tingle right down to the very depths of your softly hanging testicles when things go boom? Well then, what are we waiting for? Number 1. Pocket rocket. Too often I see uninformed soldiers using the incredibly powerful rocket gun to ill effect, missing tanks, having their rounds deflected away, or even killing themselves when attempting to shoot over a hilltop soft sandy edge. This weapon can and should be used to lethal effect against soldiers too. Like with all explosives, there is no right time to use them. Like waiting to bring a little DRB into the world from conception to kicking and screaming as it's forced from its mother's womb. No, no, no. The best things in life are indeed unexpected and often free, like a rocket to the face of an unsuspecting victim. How'd you like them apples, bitch? Suck on that rocket, you whore! Oops, sorry, did I break your face? Please note that overuse of explosives can induce an inflated ego that splurts expletives more than a crack whore flipped from her last bender to find that her stash was greedily devoured by Clive, her questionable and pustule-riddled lover. Honestly. Number 2. Doorway. Ever find yourself stopped by a pesky metal-studded steel door? No way to bust down B or Monte Grappa? Well, what in God's name are you waiting for? Knock down that door and charge into the sweaty cacophony of man-on-man death. A limpet charge will do the trick, as will a stick of dynamite, perhaps even a rocket gun. These high-powered explosives will make very short work of any doorways, so stop spamming your grenades and do something about it. Number 3. Tear down these walls. This one is for you, support brothers out there. The limpet charge is incredibly powerful. As previously mentioned, you can blast open locked doors, explode away walls, open a crater to the netherworld, destroy tanks, artillery, and if not careful, your lumbering and pathetically ill-equipped self. See a sniper up on the roof, up on the roof. When this whole world starts getting you down, and people are just too much for me to face up on the roof. When you see a sniper up on a roof, why climb the building to try and take him out, when you can stick a charge to the wall below and laugh heartily when the walls come crumbling down with his flailing corpse crushed under your greatness. Number 4. Death by dynamite. Woo-hee! I love the smell of dynamite in the morning. Not quite the quote I know, but effective nonetheless. I do indeed love dynamite, the way those glycerin-filled sticks feel in my hand, weighty and unassuming, but with the raw power of destruction lying dormant beneath the surface. The way I nonchalantly throw them with the shameless disregard for human life that borders on the crazy. Yes, dynamite is wondrous, but what you do with it even more so. Use it to take out tanks against behemoths and those meat-filled balloons called humans. Toss a stick around a corner, through an open doorway, over the danger-tipped edge of a trench and pull the plunger to say goodbye to one or multiple enemies in the swiftest of strokes. However, I must caution those eager explosive enthusiasts that the dynamite is the most dangerous explosive to handle and use. For the love of God, make sure you're far enough away or sheltered before you press that button, or you'll make Susan, Sally or Sarah a widow quicker than Donald J. Trump pulls you into one of those weird and incredibly awkward handshakes. Seriously, what in the hell is that about? Like, it's so weird. It's like, yank, 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 pat, 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 yank, 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 pat, pat. It's me sick just watch it. Number 5. Internal combustion. I've mentioned many a man-made explosive and discussed their uses, but I'd be amiss if I didn't mention the most powerful explosive in Battlefield 1. The most destructive and painful, the most infuriating and soul-destroying, the most costly, emotionally and physically, is the internal rage explosion that can only be caused by your ineffective teammates. The medic that does not revive! The support that does not resupply! The assault that runs away from tanks like girls that run away from boys who are after their first kiss. The fool that spawns in front of your most glorious sniper kill, or the snipers that hug the edges of a map and forget to play the stupid objective! We've seen them, perhaps we've even been them, but it has to stop. My soul bleeds, my heart aches, a tear threatens to track down my muddied cheek. You must stop being such fools. I try to impart wisdom, knowledge, and greatness, but you have to listen. You just don't listen. Soldier, there isn't much more to say. Use those explosives to your heart's desire, but steer clear of the internal meltdown that can be caused by your own imperfections. Let things go boom, walls come down, grenades explode and people too, smoke will rise and metal will fall, and riding on a wave of fire and death, like a horseman of the apocalypse you shall charge into the arms of glory to fight another day. I hope to see you back again, trawling my archives for tasty, tantalizing tips to take your warfare to another level. But until then, please do consider giving a thumbs up, leave a comment or a memory of your best destructive moments, and share this video with your elders, your brethren, or your harem of deadly and voluptuous consorts, your contemporaries and friends, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already. For more profound nonsense, tips, tricks, and all things Battlefield 1, I'm DRBC007, signing off.